Hey guys, how you doing today? It's Coach Pose again, covering a topic that I was asked in a comment in a video about caffeine on my last video. Um, the question was, what about energy drinks? Do energy drinks, are they different than coffee, pre-workout, da da da? It's actually a great question. Thank you, David, for asking the question. The caffeine itself is the same. Caffeine is caffeine, whether it's anhydrous or whatever. It has this exact same effect on the body. But where the caffeine comes from, and by what I mean is the way you consume it, it will change a little bit. Not the caffeine itself, but the delivery of, I guess, the mode of how you get it. The first one, I'll just address you immediately, Dave. Monster Energy drink, for example, right here. This guy's going to have about 200 or 140 milligrams of caffeine per can. Usually in energy drinks, there's not a whole lot to them. There's usually a bunch of B vitamins and then caffeine, and then it makes some artificial sweeteners to make it sweet. So there's not a big difference between taking regular caffeine or having caffeine from another source or caffeine from this. This one is a Monster Zero. Other Monsters, I don't have it on hand, so I can't tell you the exact macros or whatever's on it. But the 0 calorie Monster Energy right here has a 40 milligrams. It's still going to be the exact same. The carbonation's the only thing that's a little bit different. Carbonation's been kind of shown to erode the teeth and have some effects on the teeth and the digestive system. But if you don't have 10 of them a day, you're going to be okay. If you have one a day, you're fine. Second source of caffeine, since we're already at it, is going to be, of course, coffee. Okay, this is my personal coffee cup. Sorry, it's a little dirty. I had some coffee earlier. Coffee is going to be probably the most natural source of caffeine, just because you don't have to do a lot to it to have it in there. Obviously, it's already in there. It depends on what kind of roast you have. If you have a light roast, there's going to be more caffeine. Medium roast, a little bit less than a dark roast, because they burn the crap out of the beans. There's going to be a little less caffeine than there would be at the blonde or with the medium. So if you want a little bit more bang for your buck, don't necessarily go for the espresso. Maybe you go for the blonde roast. If you want an actual full cup of coffee, you want a little bit more energy in the day. I prefer the taste of blonde anyway, like Starbucks blonde. The Veranda blend is really good, so try it out. But next source of caffeine is going to be pre-workout. This is my personal favorite pre-workout, Dino. It's from RSP Nutrition. This one has 300 milligrams of caffeine, and the different delivery, like I said earlier, between like a monster, like an energy drink and a pre-workout, is that pre-workouts are generally going to have more ingredients to them, because there's a whole lot of different factors when you take a pre-workout, because a pre-workout is designed to help out your workout, not just wake you up. Obviously, it has caffeine to wake you up, but there's going to be things like vasodilators, cognitive blends, vitamins, just like they had in the Monster, the B vitamins, and a few other amino acids are going to help you out during your workout. For example, I want to take a little touch on this a little bit. A focus blend that's finding its way into a lot of new pre-workouts. Personally, I think it's because of the Onnit brand, great brand. Alpha GPC. If you look at that right there, it says Alpha GPC. There's 200 milligrams of Alpha GPC right here in this Dino. It's a chemical that kind of helps the acetylcholine in your brain. What acetylcholine does in your brain helps memory transfer across the blood-brain barrier, that kind of deal. And I don't know the exact science behind it, but it helps you focus. And products like Alpha Brain does a really good job of it. My pre-workout, the Dino, helps me focus a little bit just because it has that blend in it. I know C4 Neuro also has that compound in it, the Alpha GPC. It's just the caffeine will get you kind of lit, but the Alpha GPC will help you kind of focus in on what you're doing, not get the jitters like you take the old school Jack 3D that's now illegal. Don't take that. Or even Mr. Hyde. I've had a lot of friends that have taken Mr. Hyde. They cut a really good pre-workout. You get high as high, but then you crash just as hard. This one, I don't find I crash as much because it's more of a focus blend than the old one. The old version of Dino didn't have the Alpha GPC in it, and had 400 milligrams of caffeine, so it pretty much just gets you lit. Another benefit to the pre-workouts is that there's beta-alanine in it. Beta-alanine has been shown to help you endure longer workouts because you don't feel as beat up. I don't know, like I said, I'm not a scientist, I don't know the science behind it, but I know that it helps you recover in between sets and between workouts to kind of help you to be able to train harder for longer. And that's my little bit on pre-workout. And then the last source of caffeine that is going to be kind of more common, it's going to be just direct caffeine. I have these caffeine pills for when I was getting ready for my show, my physique show back in July 2015. I had these caffeine pills because when I'm at that level, you're trying to find as many thermogenics as you can. Caffeine's thermogenic, which means it helps burn fat, or helps burn calories, which in turn burns fat. And just to help me wake up, because when you're on that kind of diet, you really suffer because you're low on food, low on energy. Your training's long because you're trying to get that body fat and that body water way down to the point where you are dry and you look shredded as hell. So I hope that answers your question, Dave. If anybody else has questions, please leave a comment below. If you like the video, give me a like. If you don't like it, don't give me a dislike. That's not very nice. Once again, thank you, NutriShop, be my sponsor. You guys are the man. Love you, Rick. Great brand, NutriShop, West Covina, Glendora. Try it out. Go get your InBody done today. They will help you out, and they're not going to try and upsell you on anything. They're real with you. They'll give you what you need. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.